In this video, I'm going to show you the most important shortcuts in Google Slide. Of course, I'm not going to tell you about all the common shortcuts like Ctrl C for copy, Ctrl V for paste, etc. What I'm going to show you are the shortcuts which might be unknown to you, and these will save you a considerable amount of time. So let's begin. The first shortcut that I want you to remember is Ctrl Shift and greater than symbol. So what I mean is, let's say I select the text, and if I just press Ctrl Shift and greater than symbol, you'll notice that the the font size are getting increased 1 point at a time. Similarly, if you want to decrease the font size, you have to press Ctrl Shift and less than symbol, and you notice that the font size is getting decreased. In case of Mac, you can replace the control with command. Now, if you want to align the text to the left side, you have to press Ctrl Shift and L. So if I just press Ctrl Shift and L in my keyboard, you see that the text is aligned to left. Similarly, to align the text to the right, you guessed it right, we have to press Ctrl Shift and R. In the same way, to align the text to the center, you can easily guess that the shortcut would be Ctrl Shift and C. And guess what? You are completely wrong here. It is not Ctrl Shift C, it is Ctrl Shift and E. In Mac, it is Command Shift and E. Now let's talk about some other shortcuts. Let's come to slide number 2. Here I have two lists. So you see here, this is one list and this is also a list. In fact, it is not a list at this moment, but let's say you want to insert a numbered list. So for that, the shortcut is Shift, Control and a magic number, and that magic number is the number 7. Alright, so the overall shortcut is Control, Shift and 7. So you see here, if I just press Control, Shift and number 7, it is a numbered list. Similarly, the shortcut for bulleted list is Control, Shift and a magic number which is 8. So let's say here, if I select all the text and if I just press Control, Shift and magic number 8, you see here it is a bulleted list. And for Mac, it is Command, Shift and 8 for bulleted list. And for numbered list, it will be Command, Shift and number 7. Alright, now let's say you want to go to the first slide. Then first slide is your home slide. So you just have to press home in your keyboard. And if you just press home in your keyboard, you will be at the first slide. So let's say if I just press my cursor here outside this text box and press home in my keyboard, now you see I am in the home, which is the first page. Alright, and in Mac, it is function plus left arrow. Now to go to the last slide, you guessed it right, you have to press the end button. So you see here I have come to the last. Alright, similarly, let's say you want to select all the slides from a particular slide till the last slide or till the end. Then go to that particular slide in the navigation pane and press Shift and End. So let's say you are into this particular slide, and if you just press Shift with End, you will select all the slides starting from the second slide. On the same note, I want you to guess the shortcut to select all the slides through the first slide. You guessed it right, it is Shift plus Home. So let's say I am here and I want to select all the slides till home, then I can just press Shift and Home button in my keyboard and it has selected all the slides. For duplicating a particular object, press Ctrl D on Windows while Command D on Mac. So let's say I am into this particular slide, that is slide number 2, and if I press Ctrl D in my keyboard, you see this particular slide is getting duplicated. Now at this moment, I do not want slide number 3, so I'll just press delete in my keyboard to delete this slide. Alright, and let's come back to slide number 2, and even you can apply the same command, that is the same shortcut Ctrl D for text as well as images and so on. So let's select this particular text box and press Ctrl D on your keyboard, and now you'll notice that you have duplicated this text box as well. I'll press delete button in my keyboard so that I delete my extra text box. Now let's talk about transition animation pane. So let's say that you want to open a transition animation panel for a particular slide. For that, you can press Ctrl Alt Shift B on your keyboard. So I'll just press Ctrl Alt Shift B on my keyboard, and you see that this particular transition animation pane is opened. And if I click on this play button, now you see that this particular transition is working perfectly. Now I'll talk about shortcuts for grouping and ungrouping. So let's say we have three objects, that is first one, second one and third one. And let's say that I want to move all these three objects together so that I don't have to select them individually or align them individually. So what I can do is I can select all these objects individually by pressing Ctrl in my keyboard, and you can press Ctrl Alt and G in your keyboard. And you can see the same shortcut available here, that is go to arrange and you press Ctrl Alt G or press on this group button. Alright, and now you see that if I just come out, now you can move all these three objects together, right? So this is called as grouping, and you can ungroup this by pressing Shift, Ctrl Alt and G. Now let's talk about objects sending backward or front or back or forward. So if I go to my fourth slide, you see we have shortcuts for front, back, forward or backward. So let's say that you want to send an object to backward. For that, the shortcut is Ctrl and down arrow. So let's say I want to send this particular object to backward. So I can just press Ctrl and down arrow. Now this object is not visible because it has went backwards. Similarly, to send an object to forward, guess what? The shortcut is Ctrl and up arrow. Now you see here, if I press Ctrl and up arrow, this particular object is now at forward. Now to send an object to back, simply press Shift, Ctrl and down arrow. So if I just press Shift, Ctrl and down arrow, now you see that this particular object is at the back. If I press Shift, Ctrl and up arrow, now this particular object is at the front. In Mac, simply replace Ctrl with Command. Now there is a difference between sending an object to back or backwards, and similarly there is a difference between sending an object to front and forwards. So what I mean is, let's say if you come here and go to arrange, I can see that we have options here under order. So you see here we have an option like bring to front, bring to forward, send backward and send to back. So there is a difference between send to back and send backward. Similarly, there is a difference between bring to front and bring to forward. And if you want to know the difference between these two, then click on the I button on the video and watch the video, or I will provide the link of the video in the description. It is a small video but super important to know the difference. Alright, to present the slides from the current slide, you have to press Ctrl and then F5. So what I mean is, let's say I am into the third slide and I want to present the slide from third slide, then you have to press Ctrl and then F5 in your keyboard. So if I press Ctrl and F5, you see here that the presentation is starting from this third slide. You can notice here slide number 3. And to come out from this presentation, simply press Escape in your keyboard and you will come out from this presentation. A note for all of you, in some computers you need to press the function keyboard along with this. For example, you have to press Ctrl with function with F5 if Ctrl and F5 is not working. Now to present the slide from the start itself, so this is the starting slide, and let's say you are into the third slide, and if you want to present the slide from the start, that is from the first slide, then simply press Ctrl, Shift and F5. Now you see here, if I press Ctrl, Shift and F5, now it has started from the first slide. Alright, so let's come back and let's talk about inserting images. Okay, so what normally we do is we go to this particular option, that is insert images, and either we select it from computer or search from web and so on. And the shortcut is, what you can do is you can just come to your folder where you have saved the images and you can simply drag the image. So let's say you can drag the image something like this. Alright. So you can drag directly from your computer and this will save a lot of time. Alright. So let me just delete this image. At this moment it is not required. And another important shortcut, it's not exactly a shortcut, it is a hack which I want to show you, is that let's say you want to lock a background image. Then what you have to do is you have to drag the image to the slide and then you have to right click on the image and click on add to theme. So what I mean is, let's say I have the same image and if I just bring this image here, let's say that I have this particular image, and what I would do is normally I used to crop this image, but I don't want to show you the cropping part and making it transparent and so on. My main intention is, let's say I want to lock the background image. Then what you have to do is you have to right click on this image and click on add to theme. So I think there is an option here. Yeah, you see here you have an option of add to theme. So either you can click on add to theme to all the slides by selecting this master slide, or you can only select this title slide. So let's say I want to insert this image to all the slides. So I'll just select master, click OK, and now you notice that the same image is present in all the slides. Alright, so these are all of my favorite shortcuts which I have shared with you. Now here comes the shortcut of the day. Please welcome the king of all the shortcuts.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
The best shortcut is Control and /. Now if you open this, it will show you all the shortcuts and you can search any shortcut. For example, if I search indent, you see here it is showing all the shortcuts related to indent. If I search something like this, let's say if I just search group, it will show all the shortcuts related to grouping. Whatever I have shown you in this particular video are my most favorite picked one shortcuts. So that's it. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss any future updates. You can also see all the shortcuts in our website, which is tutorialbrain.com. So that's it in this video. Take care. Bye.